Hey guys, Dave here from Wolf in the Wild Survival. Welcome back to another episode of Trailer Trash Tuesdays. Today I am about to sit down to a bite to eat, and I figured, you know what, I'll share with you guys a meal, I guess. Now, I am sorry to have to say that I was not able to cook over a campfire in my Dutch oven the way that I wanted to, but thankfully enough, my youngest brother, Roy, got me a little housewarming present, I guess you could say, in an electric frying pan, and a good sized one too. So I cooked my meal in the electric frying pan because it's been raining, a fair bit. As a matter of fact, we've got some pretty heavy-duty warnings, high winds and heavy rain warnings for tonight. So campfire is off again. But that's not important. Anyway, what I did is, last time I was in London, I stopped by a place that I like to shop at, called United Foods. And I got some flank steak, some beef heart, and some beef kidney. And I chopped it all up into bite-sized pieces. I added some corn and potatoes. Some mushrooms would have been absolutely great in here, but I forgot to pick some of those up, so I don't get mushrooms in my meal. But, oh, jeez. We've got, I thickened up the broth a little bit with some cornstarch as well. So we've got some kidney here. And this here is a really nice slice of beef heart. And then surprisingly enough, the flank steak, after being cooked pretty much for a full 26, 28 hours, the flank steak is the most tender, which is surprising, to be honest, because even the kidney isn't quite as tender as the flank steak turned out to be. Man. And then the broth and the potatoes. It just comes together so nicely. And oh, it's so good, man. It is so good. And a lot of people don't necessarily like organ meats. I don't really know why. I can kind of see how some people might not like, say, liver. With how minerally it is and the texture, it's mostly a texture thing, I think, for some people. And by extension, I guess, kidney, to a certain degree, is somewhat similar to liver texture-wise, I suppose. But, I mean, aside from that, it's delicious. It really is. And the reason I'm sharing this meal with you is because it's got not only like the steak, the flesh part, but the heart and the kidney. And if I was hunting, if I was actually living off the land, I would be utilizing as much of the animal as I possibly could. I made the broth by boiling some bones, which I would do if I killed an animal. If I harvested an animal from the wild, I would utilize the bones to make a really, really nice bone broth. I would utilize the heart and the liver and the kidney and all that kind of stuff. I'd make sausage with the intestines. It's a lot of people look at organ meats and kind of turn their nose up because they're just not used to it. And I really think that that's something that probably needs to change. So, even though I had to buy this food from a store, which I can't go hunting because I don't have a hunting license. And as much as I'd love to be able to do that, I don't want to break any laws or anything like that. So for most of my videos, I'm going to have to try to simulate the fact that I, simulate hunting to the best of my ability. And this meal here is a pretty good representation of that. Now, I cooked a fair bit because I was hoping that I'd have a buddy here. Unfortunately, that didn't happen. So I got plenty of food for tomorrow. And the electric frying pan has like a warming option. It just sort of keeps it warm. So it's not going to go bad. It's going to be good for tomorrow. And maybe more tender. So, if you're harvesting animals from the wild to use as food, I would hope that you use every part of the animal that you possibly can. And for those of you who don't go hunting and you don't do stuff like that, I would say go to some of the markets that sell more unorthodox cuts of animal and give it a try. I think many of you would be surprised. So I know it's a quick video. I just wanted to share a meal with you guys, kind of show you the concoction that I threw together here. See you guys in the next video. Till then, stay wild.